Okay, so it's a check-in for day 2. It's still hideously foggy and cold out, so that's not good. Regardless, I felt yesterday was pretty successful. Today's less successful. I've been focused a lot on work. The block that I put aside to read this morning didn't get used. And then it's my lunch hour, and I completely used it up trying to, because I unlocked something in this project that I was doing and was able to get a bunch of things done. So I just kind of followed that momentum. So I did not get a lunch hour where I could read, which I was hoping for. But it's okay. It's okay. We will adapt. Because I'm not going anywhere, I'm literally not leaving the house. I wanted to celebrate Reading Rush a little bit because it's kind of like the big event of my summer, you know, if I have to say something. So I got something for myself. This is Farm Girl Flowers. This is a San Francisco company that does amazing, amazing flowers. So I'm going to do an unboxing right now so you can see the gorgeous flowers. It's woman owned and they just do amazing, amazing stuff. Okay, so I'm going to kind of move it over here. Open up so I do not often get myself flowers. Fairly cheap, except when it comes to traveling and books. But other than that, I'm not a very ostentatious person. But these are the last peonies of the summer, and so that plus the time of Reading Rush. Oh, look at those! Look at those! Gorgeous, gorgeous peonies. And I always like they always do it in this burlap kind of bag. Let me put this down. Oh, and they sent this cute little pin, and it says, "Leave her wild." Oh, that's lovely. I love that. Okay, so I'm going to put these in some water. I will say I did try to go back to reading The Beautiful Summer, and it really is a translation issue. But it's almost like I'm struggling through like a windshield in your car that's really dirty, and you can see the road, but you can't enjoy the view. And so it feels like that. So if I can't enjoy the view and I can't enjoy the reading experience, I think it's not for me. So I'm going to pause it. I'm very, very sorry to my Italian viewers who have commented, because I was so delighted with your comments. So please let me know other Italian classics that I should be reading in translation. The next thing that I'm going to try to read is Hill by Jean Giono. Introduction by David Abram, but we know how I feel about introductions after yesterday. And the translation is done by Paul April. So gorgeous, gorgeous cover. And this is a New York Review of Books. So this is set in Provence, I think. Yes, deep in Provence, a century ago, 4 stone houses perched on a hillside. Wildness presses in from all sides. Beyond the patchwork of fields, a mass of green threatens to overwhelm the village. The animal world, a miming cat, a malevolent boar, displays a mind of its own. 4 houses have a dozen residents. And then there's Gaggio, a mute drifter. Janet, the eldest of the men, is bedridden. He feels snakes writhing in his fingers and speaks like, "Oof, now that I think about it, this might not be for me. Oh no." Oral traditions, I don't know. There's a fairy tale kind of quality to it. You know how I don't like fairy tales and folklore. So I don't know. This one, I might need to try one of the others. Yeah. On the spot, I'm dumping this one. Not for me right now. Something I have wanted to read anyway. I'm gonna grab it. Okay, so we're going with Corregidora by Gail Jones. Boom. So earlier, you saw me ditch a ditch a book that I thought I was going to read. And then when I started to read the back, realized that that's probably not a book that I want to read, and choose another one. Well, right here, I'm switching it up again. This is kind of the behind the scenes thing that you never, ever, ever see on my weekly wrap up. When I say I'm a mood reader, this is exactly what I mean. So I just finished work and I'm preparing to come up with my plan because I haven't read a thing today. It's been crazy. And I went to grab the book and I decided, no, that's not what I wanted to read. I'm going to read Gachar Gochar. This is by Vivek Shanbhag, and I think it's going to be good. I've heard nothing but great things. I've had a couple people make mention of it. So let me read the back of this one to you. It says, in this masterful novel by acclaimed Indian writer Vivek Shanbhag, a close-knit family is delivered from near destitution to sudden wealth after a miraculous change in fortune. As the narrator, along with his sister, his parents, and his uncle, move from a cramped shack to a larger house and encounter newfound wealth, the family dynamics begin to shift. When the dream of middle-class aspirational living comes true, allegiances and desires realign, marriages are arranged and begin to falter, and conflict brews ominously in the background. Yes, this is what I'm reading. And it's a baby one, so I think I can knock it out tonight. Wish me luck. Bye. Okay, so I wanted to do a quick little check-in. There's some noises in the background. That's my husband cooking dinner because he's just a gem and just wonderful to do that during the week. He cooks during the week and then I cook on the weekend. So you're getting a view of my big long couch. We've got a big sectional couch that I like to lay on. There's literally only like 3 sitting areas in this room. You saw the other 2. Okay, 4. There's my desk that you'll see in some of my videos with all my books behind me. The chair with the lovely light from last evening, and then the other chair over here, which I sat in during the day at lunchtime. Behind me, you see, is where I usually film my week of reading, and this is my stack of my favorite Folio Society editions. So anyway, okay, where was I? Quick update on Gachar Gochar. This is really, really good. It's a modern day story, and we open up and there's a gentleman talking about how there's this cafe that actually is turned into a restaurant. And in this cafe restaurant, there's a gentleman named Vincent, and Vincent is kind of like the sage guru waiter there, and he seems to know what everyone's doing, and he offers very interesting advice, and he's just a thoughtful guy, and so we just get this scene of this restaurant. And I'll give you a little example. Someone else in his place might say the couple is breaking up, or speculate that the man has been unfaithful. He might even observe that this is the first time the young woman has ordered a drink here. But not our Vincent. He bends down and says, "Sir, one story, many sides." Had Vincent taken on a grand name or grown a long, shimmering beard, he'd have thousands of people falling at his feet. So that's just a little example of the crispness and the vivid writing that's taking place so far. So we open in this cafe and we get to know the narrator, who's kind of talking about Vincent, but he's also kind of sharing a little bit about why he's been coming here and some things in his past. And then the next chapter opens up with his family, and we're really looking at his uncle, who is the main breadwinner, I should say, in this house, and how everyone just kind of revolves around him and sees to his needs to make sure that his needs are taken care of. And one day a woman comes and is kind of loitering across the street, trying to get a sense of what's going on, and seeing if, obviously trying to get a read on if he was there. And
the mother, the grandmother, in essence, went out and confronted her, and his aunt also did the same thing. So you get a sense, and he was upset, and his wife was upset, but his wife is mostly upset at how these women can turn on this other woman who really did nothing wrong. So I'm very, very interested so far. It's a speedy read. I'm already 30 pages in, and it's only been maybe 20 minutes. So this is gonna fly through. So I'm looking forward to getting this done this evening, and then starting on one of the bigger ones so that I can read that throughout the week. That's it. That's a check-in. Bye. Breadwinner, I should say, in this house, and how everyone just kind of revolves around him and sees to his needs to make sure that his needs are taken care of. And one day a woman comes and is kind of loitering across the street, trying to get a sense of what's going on, and seeing if, obviously trying to get a read on if he was there. And the mother, the grandmother, in essence, went out and confronted her, and his aunt also did the same thing. And he was upset, and his wife was upset, but his wife is mostly upset at how these women can turn on this other woman who really did nothing wrong. So I'm very, very interested so far. It's a speedy read. I'm already 30 pages in, and it's only been maybe 20 minutes. So this is gonna fly through. So I'm looking forward to getting this done this evening, and then starting on one of the bigger ones so that I can read that throughout the week. That's it. That's a check-in. Bye.